12 of us just returned from an epic journey in Japan, and I'd like to tell you about it. Act 1, Tokyo. Day 1, the journey. We traveled many hours from Maui to Honolulu to Narita Airport in Tokyo. We arrived at night, and the kids were very, very excited. They were excited to see the snacks in the airport, and they were excited to see their breath in the air, something that these students from Hawaii don't get to experience. We enjoyed our first dinner and then got some rest so that we could wake up the next day to see the city. Day 2, sightseeing in Tokyo. We met our tour guide who would be the heart and soul of our trip, Satomi-san. She would take us around and guide us throughout our next week. We also met a large group from Canada traveling on the same tour with us. And over the course of the trip, our students would become really good friends with their students. Day 2 was jam-packed. We saw Sensoji Buddhist Temple, which is Tokyo's oldest temple. It was built in 645 AD, which is mind-boggling to think of. And legend says that 2 brothers fished a statue of Kannon, the goddess of mercy, out of the Sumida River. Around the outskirts of Sensoji Temple was also a 100-year-old market that sold all kinds of tourist things and food. I think many of us will remember the Japanese donuts we found. Basically fried and breaded mochi. Mine was sakura flavored, which was delicious. And also golden ice cream. Next, we left the Asakusa area. We toured the city a bit to visit the Meiji Shinto Shrine. This was built for the first modern emperor, Emperor Meiji. For lunch, we went to the Harajuku area of town, which is a trendy and popular part of Tokyo that celebrates kawaii culture, or kind of cute culture. It was super crowded. There was a parade happening, and we had some free time to explore the area. Then we went to the Akihabara district, which many students were excited for. Kind of it's electric town. You can find a lot of Japanese pop culture items and a lot of electronics. And we were also given free time in this part of town to explore. The next day, we had a different kind of an adventure. We were going to explore Tokyo by subway. We were given subway maps and taught about the subway system, which is the busiest in the world. Out of the world's 51 busiest train stations, all but 6 are in Japan. And this makes it especially impressive that the subway was super easy, efficient, clean, and just all around impressive. We did stick together as a group on the subway system. We went to Shinjuku, to the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, which is a very high building where the headquarters of the Tokyo government is, which oversees 23 wards around Tokyo. We went to the top of this building to a lookout point, and there we got our first glimpse of Fujisan, or Mount Fuji, which would make an appearance again and again on our trip. We had free time in the Shibuya area for lunch. We found udon noodles. Other students found ramen noodles. It was interesting to see students' reaction to food. Most embraced it, others were a little bit on the fence. And then in the afternoon, we went to the Chiba Institute of Technology and saw a technology showroom where we saw some impressive robotics. And then the students had some more free time in Skytree, where they could explore different shops and a Pokemon Center and other pop culture centers. Our dinner on night 1 was a hot pot, which is especially popular in wintertime. Students shared with groups of 4, and you just cook your meal in front of you and enjoy. Japanese style of eating is very family style. It's about enjoying your company, enjoying many different tastes and flavors, taking your time. There are often many dishes that accompany your meal. Day 3, we went back to our hotel and enjoyed dinner and got some sleep. The next day we'd be taking in a different part of Japan. Stay tuned.